So, welcome guys to this channel once again. As you can tell, this is Klizek Scholarship channel, and today we are bringing one more time those very nice scholarship for people looking to pursue their master's degree abroad and with everything paid. And this is a life-changing scholarship. And one more time, please, guys, if you are not subscribed to our channel, we want you guys to subscribe and click the button of notification so that in the coming videos you guys do not miss it right at the beginning so that you don't miss your time of application. So as you can see here, we have many videos that you guys can check on them and try to make sure that you guys can um, learn more on how to apply for scholarships. So you guys do not want to lose this, and I hope you guys can just enjoy a lot that we have in terms of content because we share a lot of scholarship, life abroad, and everything. So now I'm going to just discuss about the title that you see right now. We are going to be talking about the Commonwealth Master's Scholarship, which is just now opened. This scholarship, guys, I think you guys don't want to miss it because this scholarship can support you taking your family to the UK. I'm going to show you how you do that and how much they'll pay for you to take a family, and you study your master's degree along with your family, so you don't need to have problems having your time in the UK. So now let's move to that. And a simple overview. Remember, this scholarship are funded by the Foreign in Commonwealth Development Office, which is the FCDO. So you guys need to be aware of some of the elements that I'm going to be sharing here, which I believe that you meet all the criteria. So in overview here, what they tell us is like the agency nominated master's program is one of three master's programs offered by the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. So because the Commonwealth has three different scholarship, we have this Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, we have the Commonwealth Master Scholarship, and also the other ones. It's all about achieving scholarship. So now you guys want to know how to apply for this scholarship. Let me just do a little of zoom in so you guys don't have problems. Okay, so what it says here, it says application for Commonwealth Master Scholarship for 2025-2026 academic year are now open. So this means that you guys now can apply, can submit your application, and ensure that you don't miss the deadline. So what they say that the deadline for submitting your application is a 4 p.m. BST, and that should be on the 15th of October 2024. So the scholarships are for study in the UK beginning in September or October of 2025. This is the same that happens with the chevening. So you apply this year to study next year. So you guys need to be aware of that. Okay. So they said that when you apply, guys, you need to come to this system that you need to fill up the application here. I'm going to make another video in the coming days explaining how you guys can fill the form. And if you want me to just bring back the essay writing strategies on how you can ace on this scholarship, you can just leave on a comment and I'll make sure that I'll write something so you guys can just work on them and ensure that everything is accordingly. Okay, so you need to work as soon as possible to submit your application so you don't have any issues, any problem. And I'm going to leave the online application system for you guys to just the link for you to apply. And I hope you guys can enjoy everything I'm going to be sharing. So some of the supporting documents you might need are proof of citizenship, which means your ID or passport. So you might need that to prove where you come from because there are some eligibility countries that you need to fulfill. Maybe you do not belong to one of the countries that it's part of the Commonwealth um, countries. So you might need to prove that. You might need your full transcript of all the subjects you had. So they will be really important, and you need to translate them if they're not in English. In case you come from a Portuguese or French speaking country, your certificate have to be translated. So you have to have them. Some of the reference, you need to have reference letters. They might be professional from your working place or academic from the former school where you studied or university. So you have to have at least two um, reference letters to submit. So they will be really, really important. They'll play a crucial role in this application process. Um, when you complete that, you will have to fill some of detail of your recommended people who are going to be writing on behalf of you. So you need to just be aware of that so you can just minimize. So let's come here. It says choosing the university or course. So what is it says this applicants may find the following resource useful to researching the university. So you needed to use all of these links in order for you to find an acceptable course, but there are no limitation. You just need to just open there and then start applying. This is going to be really, really useful for um, you guys who want to know what course is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So you just need to open here and then you find all the guide about how you guys can just pick up one course and then start applying for them. It's really important that you guys can be aware that sometimes you need to know a little bit about the courses themselves. I'm going to just link here so you guys can find how you can choose one of the best programs to avoid problems. Okay, applicants eligibility. One is to be citizen or have been granted a refugee status by an eligible Commonwealth country or be a British protected person. Really, really important that you need to make sure your country is eligible, and very soon I'll show you what countries that are eligible for this scholarship. Be permanent resident in that country. Be available to study academic studies next year, which is September 2025. You need to be ready for that. And by September 2025, you need to hold your degree. This should be an undergraduate degree, at least with the second class honors standard or lower second class degree and relevant postgraduate qualification, usually a master's degree. So you need to have an undergraduate if you want to go for the master. That's the primarily the element that you need to just be aware of. Be unable to afford to study in the UK without this scholarship. So definitely they want people who do not have sufficient money to pursue masters funding by themselves. So if you are not able, so this is your chance. You have provided all supporting documentation. Also, it's really, really important. So part of the countries that are eligible to this scholarship, you guys can just find them here. All of these countries, they are acceptable to take this master's program. And but for instance, Mozambique is here as well. It's eligible to apply for this scholarship. South Africa, Tanzania. So all of these countries totally acceptable to go for this masters. So before you start your application, you really want to ensure that your country is mentioned here so that you can just take it and start your application so that you don't waste your time by running to apply while you don't um, know if you are part of this one. Okay, so when completing the form, you need to list the undergraduate programs or postgraduate you took in the past, the publications you had, if you had some, and if not, provide some details of employment history. It's really important because that it's going to show at some degree that you know what you want to work on. You want to just specialize on. So it's crucial that you guys fill this one. And also try to provide a development impact statement in 4 parts because you need to respond some of the essays that they provide. And please don't rush on just responding the questions. You needed to understand the questions, draft your essays, and ensure that they meet the elements they're asking you to do. So this will be really important because the evaluation will also take more than 50% based on that writing and the connection it has with what you have done in the past, your contribution, and how having such skills will foster or make your skills better than now. So it's really important that you guys take time, read the questions, and you analyze the essays, and if possible, having the second eyes to read your essays. So that will be really, really important for you. Okay, let's move to the selection process. At least you have to have an academic merit. This is a really, really good point to be aware of. The quality of the research proposal, it has to have some certain of quality, potential impact on the development of the candidate's home country. These are the key elements that you guys need to um, dominate before you write. You need to just feel what you write will be um, important in the process. Okay, so you need to secure an acceptance from one of the university you're going to choose in the list. This is mandatory because this is a two-way process. You apply for the scholarship, but at the same time, you have to apply for the university when the applications are open. Um, so it is really important that you guys be aware of it and try to understand what you need to do and what you shouldn't do when you are applying. Trying to find your English requirement if they meet the university you want to, so that you don't just choose a course that at the end of the day you're not aware of it and how you can improve that. And then now we just move to what most people love to talk about, which is the financial assistance. I was talking earlier on this video that when you apply for the Commonwealth Master's Scholarship, you number one, have this approved airfare from your home country to UK and the return at the end of your work. And um, you won't be reimbursed um, the cost of fares for dependents, nor the cost of journey made before. They won't pay you. So approved tuition fees, they will cover all your tuition, a stipend of 1,378 per month if you live out of London. But if you live in London metropolitan, you are eligible to receive 1,690 pounds, which is acceptable for you to live. Also, one clothing allowance, you have it where applicable because there are places that are very, very cold and you might need that. Study travel grant toward the cost of the study related travel within the UK or overseas. So they might pay you if you want to do some research or some study things out of the within the UK. So they will give you that. Again, so if a scholar, this is the good part I was talking about. If a scholar has a children or is widowed, divorced, or a single parent, child allowance of child allowance of 590 pounds per month for the first child in 146 for the second child that should be at the age of 16. This will be, I think, of a much help if you guys want to tackle your children and travel with them because you might be supporting them. So this scholarship will be really, really beneficial for that. So in general terms, this is the scholarship. In the following video, I'm going to be sharing um, the tips on how you guys can craft a perfect essay and the way you guys need to stand out when you write and what vision you need to take when you apply for that. So for today, this is all we had to discuss about, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm hoping to see you in the coming video. And please don't forget to subscribe and look for more scholarship in our channel. We have them. So all the best.